Good morning, I'm Clinton Griffiths. How will the market react to the results of the Pro Farmer Midwest Crop Tour? That's our top story on Ag Day. Our partners at Pro Farmer released their official crop estimate Friday afternoon after the market closed, and their numbers showed a smaller corn crop than USDA is expecting.
DuPont Pioneer is a proud premier sponsor of the Pro Farmer Midwest Crop Tour.
For 20 years, our partners at Pro Farmer have led scouts through 7 of the top corn and soybean states in the country. Because USDA has twice lowered its projections of the corn crop this year, there's been a lot of interest in this tour. While harvest will be early in much of the Midwest, it will also be challenging. The scouts saw a large amount of corn on both legs of our tour with weak stalks. As far as quality, test weights were light and kernel size small. First, we'll start with corn estimates. Pro Farmer estimates the overall national corn yield at just over 120 bushels an acre, with a total production of 10.4 billion bushels. That's 2 billion bushels fewer than last year's tour. For soybeans, Pro Farmer puts the crop at 2.6 billion bushels with an average yield of 34.8 bushels to the acre. That's a half billion fewer bushels than the 2011 Pro Farmer estimate. Ag Day national reporter Tyne Morgan was on the tour. She talked with Pro Farmer's senior market analyst Brian Grady. He led the tour in the eastern corn belt.
Brian, you just wrapped up the eastern leg of the Pro Farmer Midwest Crop Tour. Saw a lot of differences in yields. Is there any upside potential with these yields that you've been seeing?
You know, very little. Maybe some in southern Minnesota where the crop is still a little bit behind in maturity from other areas, but it's still advanced in maturity from what would normally be. But otherwise, when we were touring across the eastern corn belt, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, eastern Iowa, very much advanced, and I just don't see a whole lot of upside there.
What about with the beans? I mean, we've heard, you know, if we can get some rains, maybe that we can produce some more pods. What do you think?
I don't think we'll produce more pods. There's just no flowers out there. So if they're not blooming, they're not going to produce more pods. They may be able to plump up those beans, which are already in the pods, but they need the rains. Otherwise, they're going to start aborting the pods and go backwards.
What implications is this going to have on the market, Brian?
Well, from a supply standpoint, we simply don't have enough corn and soybeans right now moving forward. That means we have to cut back the use, and to do that, you need higher prices. So plain and simple, if we see a reduction in the supply going forward from current levels, then we need higher prices.
We invite you to join us this Friday morning for a special edition of Ag Day that will focus completely on the crop tour. We'll be recapping the numbers and provide insight as to how this will impact American agriculture. The 2012 Crop Tour in Review this Friday on Ag Day.